Have you ever sat down and thought to yourself, after doing anything, playing some video games, watching YouTube, after you finished your meal, when you have a minute or two without any distractions, and you thought to yourself, what am I gonna do? Or maybe you're not even on that level and you're just going around life without thinking about what you're gonna do. You're just going along with the flow. Maybe you're in school. Or anything else that's similar to school, college, university. You've been told to do this, you've been told what you need to do. You've got all these activities and distractions on the side. But you're not thinking about the future. And you're not winning because of it. One man with purpose beats 50 men with no purpose at all. And you might think, well, no, because there's 50 men, obviously maybe their value is to not help, is to help other people. So when they see this one man out here killing all these people, right, well then they're going to stop them, right? But you can't have values without purpose, because it all links in. Part of your purpose would be to follow your values and enforce them. And you don't actually get values without a purpose to shape your values around. And when that one person with a purpose comes along these people with no purpose, he crushes them with ease, because with no purpose or values, all of these people, all of these men, this one man with purpose is going up against what they don't have. If they don't have a purpose, or they don't have any values or any reason, they don't have a reason to live. They don't have a reason to fight back, to stop themselves from dying, or to save themselves for something greater. Because with no purpose and no values, you don't see the light. You feel that there's no point of life, and that it's all worthless and pointless. With no purpose, you'll want to do all this work. You'll see. You won't have, if you don't know your purpose crystal clear, you won't be able to guide yourself towards it. And because of that, you might think, you might see these Andrew Tate TikToks or whatever. You might think, I want a fancy car, I want a big house, I want $1 billion company. You're always fantasizing and daydreaming about it, but you never put in the work and you're never motivated. Obviously, motivation, it's temporary. The thing you need obviously is dedication and discipline. Which, why would you be disciplined or dedicated towards something if it's not part of your purpose? If it's part of your purpose, it's almost as if you've got a constant motivation until you reach that purpose. All men have purpose, whether it's small, large, useless, bountiful. It could be for the guy who's on not even level 1 of self-improvement. This guy's purpose is to level up in Minecraft, or to unlock the new weapon in whatever, like in video games. His purpose is in the video game, or his purpose is to watch the full series of One Piece before the next series or season comes out. Or your purpose is to get that one pay raise, or to get those good marks in that one test. These are all purposes, but purpose is like an onion. You have all these purposes which are like layers. And once you complete the purpose, it's like you've taken a layer off of the purpose onion, right? You might not know straight away what your next purpose will be, or what you might need to do to complete your purpose. But maybe it'll take a week, maybe it'll take a few days, maybe it'll take a month for you to find what your next purpose is. But if you think deeply and clearly, and you set up your values and your intention, you will know what your purpose is. You'll know your core purpose, and you won't feel satisfied in your life until you align your life with the core purpose. If your core purpose is this path, but you're out here doing this, playing video games or watching movies and that, or messing about and not doing any work or something, or not going to the gym, skipping the gym and eating rubbish, right? It takes you off track of your core purpose. And what happens when you get taken off the track of your core purpose is you feel unsatisfied. You feel like rubbish. You feel useless. But when the activities you do align with your purpose, you might not get the instant gratification or dopamine which you might get from playing video games or eating the rubbish food or watching the TV series, but that's the whole point of self-improvement. You sacrifice the smaller layers of purpose, the small tasks which the world gives you, in order to complete the most fulfilling one over time. Instead of going for these video games, you want to complete this in the video game, or you want to finish that series or find out what happens with that character. Your purpose, your core purpose, is what you need to find and what you need to strive for. It might be boring, but every step of that core purpose is different. It's not just nothing, boring, and then you've reached the core purpose. No, there's different steps where you realise I'm getting closer, and I'm getting closer to my purpose, your true core purpose. Which I'm not saying you shouldn't have any purposes, because you can have lots of your core purpose is right at the top here. This is what you want to reach, but on the way there's different smaller purposes which you need to complete in order to achieve your core purpose. So you need to know what's right, what you need to do in order to accomplish your core purpose, and what isn't aligned with your purpose and what's just temporary, which you have to sacrifice. Because even though at the start it'll be boring, feel like it's strict and boring, once you get to the first layer, the first step, which is aligned with your purpose, a true core purpose, and you'll know what it is when you find it. It's hard to explain, but once you find it and you get to the first step, when you look back on a month, on a year of maybe even a week of working towards your purpose, you'll see that the reward is far better than anything else you could have got from video games, from short-term dating, from movies. Compared to your core purpose, none of this gives you even a similar level of satisfaction and reward. And even though that might seem like your core purpose now, to maybe grow financially stable, have a big family, be able to help people, have charity, not have to depend on anyone for work. Once you get to that level, it might just happen that there's another level above your core purpose that you might not even see right now because you're not close enough. Your purpose will change, and you can't just give up on it just because it changes. It just means you have to adapt, and you have to change with it. If you can't change when the world changes, you're going to lose. And if you want to win, you have to adapt. For example, first, when I started self-improvement, my purpose was, just get in shape. Stop being skinny fat. Get in shape. That was the first purpose. Then, it's not like that's not my purpose anymore, but it's just under a layer. Obviously, if I just go back to being fat, well, I'd go back to keep going to the gym. Obviously, it's still there. Your purpose, once you've completed that smaller layer, once you've completed it, it becomes a pillar, and that pillar holds up the next purpose. And for me, that was learning businesses and marketing. And maybe you complete your purpose, or maybe your purpose completes you. What I mean by that is, your purpose doesn't only end when you completed it, when you've completed your goal. Because you might just be midway through something. You might be just about to get a client or make your first deal. Your purpose can still change. Or sometimes when you fail at your purpose, it teaches you a lesson, and it opens up to be another pillar for your next purpose. And then this will keep going until, to a certain point, you'll reach your core purpose, which you might not even know right now. And a lot of the things that people sometimes just don't want to accept is, once you get to a certain age, when you're older, and you've achieved everything in life, got your grandkids, once you've completed your purpose as an old man, that's when you become sick. When you're working on your purpose, you don't get sick, but it kind of builds up. And then once you've stopped working, once you've stopped putting in the work and you've achieved your purpose, all of a sudden you get sick. It happens all the time with old men, and then they die. They complete their purpose and then they die. You might think, oh well, if that's what's going to happen, then what's the purpose? I mean, what's the point of it? But if you're going to do something, do it 100%, whether it's achieving life, living, loving, learning. Do it to 100% of your capability. Don't be safe just because you know you can work a 9 to 5 and not have to risk anything. If you can go further. If you know you can go further, you need to push yourself to your edge to be the most comfortable in yourself and your own body. But obviously, as always, I'll invite you to join the Discord. It's in the description. Like the video, subscribe, all of that, to help get the video to other people. In the Discord right now, we've got a free course, which is the Self-Mastery Bootcamp. It's 4 weeks of not training, but just work, dedication, intolerance, and then every week there's a different challenge. And right now we're on week 1, so just join in the Discord if you want. It's a free course. Like, it's a free course, why would you not want it? And in the Discord we also post extended versions of these videos to not let them get too long on YouTube. If there's maybe any information that's missed out, which needs to be added in later. So just remember, join the Discord, any questions in the comments, or put it in the Discord. I'm always answering questions in comments or Discord. So yeah, find your purpose, stick to it. Don't let anything come between you and your purpose, whether it's a woman, whether it's money, or any distractions. Don't let it get in between you and your purpose, because then you fail.